Yes, it's a toddler out here on the freeway. Is there any way you can send anybody? Because I'm scared for her. Please, somebody come help.
She's having to deal with a trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Several months later.
I know y'all forgot about Carlee Russell when she had court today. And she looked real different. Wait till they get a close-up. And the reporters was heckling her, asking her where she was at for them 49 hours. Check this out.
Where were you for those 49 hours, Carlee? Carlee, where were you for those 49 hours? Do you have anything to say to the community? For lying to the community. Everyone wants national TV. Why did you lie on national TV?
Why did Carlee lie? Why did you guys go on national television and tell a lie to the public? Why? Why? Why did you lie, Carlee? Carlee Russell, why did you lie? Jonathan Lee Riches investigates. Why did you lie, Carlee Russell? Why did you lie to the public? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white man? Why did you blame a white... Don't touch my phone, lady. Lady, don't touch my phone. Don't touch my phone. Why did you... Miss Russell, why did you grab my phone? Why did you grab my phone, Miss Russell? Why did you lie to national television? Why did you lie to national television, Miss Russell? Why? Why did you go on national television and lie? Why did your daughter blame a white man? Why did your daughter blame a white man for a fake kidnapping? Why? Why? Why'd she plead not guilty today? Why, Miss Russell? Why?
All right, guys, so we got to talk about a situation that was once one of the biggest stories in the country, despite the fact that we always hear about how nobody cares about when black women go missing. In this situation right here, America did care about a black woman going missing or allegedly going missing, except this time she didn't actually go missing. It was a hoax. And the person that we're talking about is Miss Carlee Russell, who, again, you guys should be very familiar with. Everybody should remember the story about how this woman claimed that she saw a toddler walking on the side of the highway, and she stopped to try to, I don't know, check on the toddler or something. And then she got kidnapped and snatched into the woods. And eventually she turned up a few days later, okay, after a manhunt for her, in which later, come to find out, she had faked her own kidnapping. Now, why she faked her kidnapping, I still don't know. Some people say it was because her boyfriend cheated on her or something like that. A lot of the leading theories have to do with her relationship, which I don't know. Maybe it was chaotic or something. I have no clue. Okay, but regardless, she is facing criminal charges for her actions, and she has now been found guilty of the 2 misdemeanor charges related to the kidnapping hoax, in which she could face up to a maximum of 1 year in jail and a $831 fine plus restitution of $17,974.88. So I want to talk about it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the clip.
It's a case that caught the attention of the country.
Today, Carlee Russell stood in front of a Hoover judge charged with two misdemeanors for her fake abduction that happened over the summer. So back in July, she claimed that she was kidnapped and saw a child along Interstate 459 in Hoover. That set off a days-long search before she returned home. Our WVTM 13's Lisa Crane was in that courtroom today. She's joining us live. Lisa, what happened?
You know, this case has been bizarre from the very beginning, and the court proceedings today did not go as most people expected. Now, let's get right to the video we have of Carlee Russell entering the Hoover Municipal Court here with her family. Now, since Carlee Russell, through her attorney, admitted she made up the abduction story, many assumed she would plead guilty today to the 2 misdemeanor charges of false reporting to law enforcement and false reporting of an incident. But that did not happen. The only words she said during that hearing was we're not guilty. She said that to those charges. Her attorney, Emory Anthony, stipulated an appeal. That means the case now goes to circuit court, where she would face a jury, which is not available in municipal court.
We stipulated an appeal the case, and the reason behind it was that they're trying to ask for jail time, which we totally disagree with. All right. So in fairness, there's no need of having a trial here. knowing their position. So we have stipulated and appealed the case. It was started anew in the Bessemer Circuit Court.
Now, in a procedural move, the municipal judge today found Carlee Russell guilty of those 2 misdemeanor charges with a recommended sentence of 6 months on each of those charges and a $1,700 or about that much fine, as well as about $18,000 in restitution. That guilty verdict, though, simply a procedural step in getting this case bumped up to the circuit court. Now we'll have to see when it'll be put on the circuit court docket. Live in Hoover, Lisa Crane, WVTM 13.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that, okay? So it's going to go to a appeals court where, you know, they're going to have a jury and she'll probably be found guilty in that case as well, too. She's just upset that they're trying to send her to jail, right? Which, in my opinion, you know, I think that 1 year might be a little light. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, you know, when you fake a kidnapping, when you hoax a kidnapping, that is a big waste of taxpayer resources, okay? It really is. It really is. So when you fake a kidnapping, when you fake a crime against yourself, I really do believe that you should be punished in a way that will prevent anybody thinking about doing this from doing it, right? Because you know that, well, if I fake this, then I'm going to actually pay the price. Right? This is what I'm advocating for because we've seen too much of this, okay? With Juicy Smollett faking the hate crime against itself, right? Again, you see it happen all the time. People like to fake crimes against themselves, play victim, and then they get a slap on the wrist and you wonder why you keep saying it. Again, this is a huge waste of taxpayer resources, okay? It really is. And she should be punished for it. And I believe ultimately that she will be. I just think that they think that it's not fair for her to have to go to jail and pay $18,000. Okay. So with that being said, we'll probably end up following up on this case. But like I said, the most important part about this is the fact that when you fake your kidnapping, especially considering how the woke revolutionaries always boohoo, whining, and crying about how nobody cares about when black women go missing. Right? And you fake your kidnapping, essentially you're making it much harder for people to believe the next black woman that actually gets kidnapped, right? So when a black woman actually gets kidnapped, now all of a sudden people are going to be less likely to care because you have people like Carlee Russell that are out here faking kidnappings, right? Which again, this is why I think that she should be thoroughly punished for doing something like this, okay? So with that being said, again, I try to tell you guys, the wokes really believe that, you know, this issue of black women going missing is so serious, okay? And again, this is why what Carlee Lloyd did was so bad. They believe it's so serious that out in California, they now have a special alert called the Ebony Alert, right? Again, this is not for the Babylon Bee here. This is real life. The Ebony Alert, in order to alert the public when black women go missing. Take a look.
On our new tonight, Governor Newsom signed a law that can help track down young people of color who have disappeared. Tonight, we're getting answers on how the new Ebony Alerts will work and who can benefit from them.
California now has a new tool to help find missing black youth. Amber Alerts have been around for 2 decades, and since that time, more than 370 children and at-risk individuals have been located.
Time is of the essence when it comes to an actual alert.
But some critics say African Americans are often overlooked by the notification system.
You see the difference of when white girls go missing and black girls go missing. The sense of urgency is not there.
African Americans, whether they're children or young adults, are often listed as runaways.
State Senator Stephen Bradford is the author of a new law that creates Ebony Alerts for a community disproportionately impacted by missing youth.
African American young individuals make up almost 40% of those individuals who come up missing.
It's going to put significant change in how we react.
Barry Axios with Voice of the Youth says many young women who vanish end up being victims of sex trafficking.
Here in Sacramento, especially, a lot of our girls get exploited.
In addition to Amber Alerts, California also has Blue Alerts for suspects who attack a law enforcement officer, Silver Alerts for missing seniors and people with disabilities, and Feather Alerts for missing Indigenous people. So how is an Ebony Alert different?
Expanding the age from 12 to 25, because right now a Amber Alert is for 17 years or younger.
Black youth considered at risk or with mental or physical challenges will qualify.
With this, the attention, the need, the urgency, I feel will be met, and it's going to be a game changer.
Now, the CHP and Office of Emergency Services will now work on getting the program started, and the alert system takes effect January 1st of next year.
Yeah, so the reasoning behind this bill is because California claims that, quote, black missing children are disproportionately classified as runaways in comparison to their white counterparts and do not receive the Amber Alert, which ultimately means that fewer resources are allotted to safe return of black children. The bill states the law will come into effect on January 1st. Now, here's the thing. I understand the reasoning behind it, okay? However, I think that the solution is silly, right? I don't think that you should push for more segregation, because that's what this is, okay? When you have an alert specifically for a race, I think that that's extremely silly, right? I think that the Amber Alert should apply to everybody, okay? And, black children being classified as runaways disproportionately means that you need to fix whatever issue there is, if there's an issue, in regards to how you qualify somebody to receive an Amber Alert in the first place. What you don't do is say, well, we're going to create an Ebony Alert. Okay, we're going to create an Ebony Alert to let you know that, a black girl is missing, right? Again, we're going to prioritize black children being missing over other children. Again, I'm not sure if that's the right way to go. Okay, but here we are again in 2023, where you have the left advocating for regressivism disguised as progressivism, right? They claim this is progressive. It's progressive to have a different alert based off your race. Okay, next thing you know, we're gonna have a Juan alert, a Maria alert, right? A Jose alert, okay, a Lee alert. We're gonna have alert for every different ethnicity, okay? But Bob is not going to get an alert, right? If Bob go missing, okay, if Paul go missing, then you're not going to get an alert for that, okay? Yeah, I mean, but, again, if Ebony goes missing, if Raekwon go missing, if Tayshawn go missing, you're going to have an alert for it. You best believe, okay? You going to know. I'm just saying, it blows my mind, okay, what the liberal left and their agenda is. They truly are trying to divide this country. And sometimes they just do it in the wackiest and Cocoa Puff ways. I think this is one of them. Again, it may be well-intentioned, okay? I understand blue alerts. I understand the silver alerts. I'm not necessarily sure if I understand the feather alert, right? For an indigenous person being mentioned. I'm not sure if I understand that, right? But I do understand it when you have alerts specifically for children or for elderly, or, for people who I think generally you do need some type of probably special alert, okay? But I don't get it when you're doing it based off race. Again, this is ass backwards. But again, that's par for the course when it comes to the state of California. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.